Good morning. This morning I would like to show you how you should record your year-end inventory. So if you are a small business owner and you have inventory, your business is about keeping inventory, or you are in the retail business or you manufacture and you keep inventory, well, for your tax purposes you need to count your inventory and get it ready for your tax return. So if you are a sole proprietor, you are going to fill up Schedule C for your business, and if you are an L.L.C, you'll fill up for 1065 and you'll need to record your cost of goods sold on form or schedule 1125A. So, but to be able to be ready for your taxes or for your tax return, you'll need some information about how much of items you sold during the year. And to be able to come to that conclusion, you will need to count your inventory. You need to know how much you have on hand when you start the year and how much you end the year with, and how much you purchased during the year and how much you sold, because those information will be asked. Will be asked on your tax return. So today I'm just going to show you, in this video I'm going to show you how you should count your inventory. So let's get to it. And I have, before we start, I have a soap business. I purchase the raw materials, the oil, the lye, and I will make the soap myself, package it and sell it online on Etsy. And I sell towels for like an alternative paper towel type thing, so that they are just fabric towels that you can use to wipe your hand in the bathroom or in the kitchen, single use type of towels. So I'll buy the fabric and I'll cut it and I will sew it into small towels that I will sell online. And the raw material that I use in the soap, the oils, they are natural oils, so I like to sell them as well, so that I don't have oil on hand for an extended period of time. So I will sell the oil, I will sell the soap, and I will sell towels. So let me show you how I record my inventories. It's not the perfect way, but that's why it's working for me, because my business is small. I don't sell a lot, so it's easy for me to track it that way. So if that's something that works for you, but you're having an issue knowing how to track your inventory, you can try it and try multiple ways of until you get to the method that works best or that best fits your business. And as you can see here, I have my soap station, and let's see if I can get you closer. So I have, and pretty much what I will do, I have a notebook here that I like to use. So what I will do, is I will try to do my inventory a little bit toward the end of the year, but before, because at the end of the year, or even before the end of the year, the state will send me a form requesting the amount I collected for taxes, for sales tax during the year. And that form will request pretty much the same thing. Pretty much the cost of goods sold and or the quantity sold, or the amount sold, and the tax that are collected. So I like to start my inventory very quickly because I have a lot of taxes, a lot of businesses and taxes to work on, and pretty much this one is, that's what launches my tax season. So I will just come and count my soaps, and I have them here because they don't sell very quickly and I don't like to keep a lot on hand. So I will have them here, and I will just come and I can just show you one right now. And I like to keep them with a note that I know which one is which. And this one, for example, I don't know if you'll be able to read it, but that's fresh peppermint soap. And I have the samples, and I have the bar. So I'll come and I'll count them to see how many I have. And it's just fresh peppermint from my garden that I grow without pesticide or fertilizers or chemical fertilizers, and I just crush it myself by hand and water. Not even water, I wash them and then I crush them to squeeze the juice out of the leaves, and I use it to make the soap. So I will record the main ingredient or things that I can make me remember what type of soap, and I will just come to my soaps to see how much I have on hand. And you can see it's very in good shape, and I will be collected the year that I made it. And when I know the year that I made it, as I'm counting my inventory, I will inspect the soap to see how long it's lasting and how good shape it is. And if it's not in good shape, I'll take a note that that's something I'll take out of the inventory the following year. Like this, since I'm doing at the end of December or in December, that's something that I'll take out for personal use and not sell to customers. And you can see that's a good soap, very hard. And I have samples that when I sell as a mail as cheap product, I cannot do it for customers to give it a try. So I'll count my soap, and this is peppermint, and as we can see here, I will write down, and that's fresh peppermint. I have 5 bar and 4 samples on hand, and I will record pretty much the dates that I made them as well. So that helps me to inspect them and see how good shape they are, or if I need to take them out of inventory. And then I'll pull another one, and this one is shea butter soap. So that means shea butter is the highest quantity in it compared to the oil. All are the highest quantity in my soap compared to lye and water. And I will inspect the soap. A lot of time I like to use few ingredients in my soaps. So that will have oil, lye, water. In fact, oil, water, lye, and the oils will be coconut and another type of oil. So depending on the quantity, the percentage of the oil, if coconut oil is higher than the other one, the coconut oil will be in the taro. And if shea butter is the highest amount, then shea butter will be the first name in the taro. So, and that's my shea butter. I put the dates that I made it in 2019, and I will count it. So because I make big batches, but we use it at home. So that's a way that I appreciate the quality of the soup that I'm making as well. And I'll make it, and I'll just keep 5 or few bars, 5 or a little bit more, depending on how the demand is for sales. And I will dry it here, and I'll dry the rest in another location in the house. And this is for sale. So that's the shea butter soap, and I'll count it, and will write it down. So it's telling me that I made it in March. So that would be this one here. So shea butter soap, and that's the sample. That's the amount. Starts with 5 bars and ends with 5 bars. So, and that's pretty much what I'll do for all my products. We can put another one very quickly here. Let me see which one is this one. And this is cocoa butter. And this is cocoa butter soap. And I will look at the information in it, and because I made it a while ago, I will inspect it to see how it is looking, and that tells me if the soap can last that long or not. And if it's in here for a long period of time, I'll take it out for personal use. And cocoa butter is the highest quantity in it. So I made it in 2018. You can look it up here to see where I recorded. And I have it here, down here. So cocoa butter soap, I started with 5 bars and I ended with 5 bars. That's that. So, and then I'll do that for each one of them. And this is burdock soap. And that's burdock from my garden as well, that I use to make the soap as well. So I'll count the amount that I have in it and I'll record it. And I will inspect the products based on the year. And I'll do the same thing because I have more soaps. I have more soaps here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but I have more soaps here, and I try to keep them all separate so that I know which one is which, and each box is here have some sort of soap in them as well. And here we have towels. So I'll grab my towels and I will count them. Let me see. This one here. And I purchased flour sack, and I will cut it in small pieces and I will sew them. So I will come and I will count what I sew. They are tight by a set of 20 here, so I will count them as well and I will write it down. So I will go through them all, count each one of them to make sure that they are all 20 bundles here. And there are towels that you will put in the kitchen, for instance, and you'll use to wipe your hand, to wipe dishes, to even wash dishes. And after a few uses, you'll put on the side, and later you'll just collect them. And when you have enough to do laundry, you'll just wash them in hot water. The same way you'll have some in the bathroom in a bucket, and people use the bathroom wash hand, they will just grab one wipe hand, they'll put it on the table. Another person goes in the bathroom, they'll grab a clean one wipe hand and put it on the table until you'll collect them, put them in a bucket or in a bag. You have enough, you'll wash them in hot water and take them back to the bathroom. So they are just toilet paper towels that you can use in the bathroom or in the kitchen to wash, to wipe your hand without using toilet paper. And you just reuse them. So I will count them all and I will write them down. And I'll write them down, just the information that will be important for me to collect. And that's pretty much it. And then I will count my raw materials that I have on hand. I like to write them down. And as you can see, I can show you at one point, the beginning of the year, last year, I count all the things that I have on hand and what I think I need to take out for personal uses. I wrote next to them as well. So when I come and I take something out for personal use, I will write the amount that I took and the day that I took it out. And that helps at the end of the year to do my inventory. So here I took it out as well for personal use, and this one as well because of the day that they were made. I didn't sell them all, I took them out, took this one out as well. And I did the inventory 2018 similarly as well, depending on what I have on hand. So that's how I start. I'll just come and count everything and I'll just record them in my notebook. Now let's get to the computer and see how I put those information on a spreadsheet, because when I have them on a paper, later I'll go to my spreadsheet and I will just record them on my spreadsheet. As you can see here, the spreadsheet will have things that I have on hand at the beginning of the year, and I'll just list all my product here. The best, what will help me record my information. And once you go through that once, you'll know which way works for you. And I'll record my soaps here as well, the day that I made them, and pretty much the amount, the quantity that I have on hand or that I put there for sales. So I'll write them down. We might talk about how to calculate the unit cost later, but the unit cost is just the total cost divided by the quantity for the raw materials or for the finished product, everything that goes into the finished product without the labor, if I will say that, it's just the total cost divided by the quantity produced will give you the unit. But the year, what I start the year with is what I end the year, in 2018. So I will have them here, the quantity, the unit cost, and then I will record my purchases here. But at the end of the year, this third session here is year end. So we went through my paper earlier, so we record those quantities that I have on hand. So I'll just put them all down here, and some of them are ounces. So if it's ounces, I'll put the ounces. If it's quantity that I'm tracking, I'll put the quantity. And I can lower one here so that you can see everything well. And I will record my quantity for each one of the items. I didn't show you the oil, so I have oils as well. I'll put them all down, and then I have the soap. So what I have on hand, I have the name for the soaps, the date that I made them, because some of them are the same type of soap. The date that I made them matters to me, so I will record the quantity that I have on hand that I record on my paper all the way down. And I know the unit cost already, because when I enter them, will enter them with the unit cost. And during the year, when I make soap that I made during the year, they will be under purchases section pretty much, because that's during the year category. So they will be here with the unit price, and the one that were made in 2018 will be at the start of the year with their unit price, and when I'm made in 2019 they will be in this section. And then as I'm selling them, what I end up the year with will be here. So that's how I record my year-end inventory, and that's what you'll do. That's one session before you even get to anything else. That's what I wanted to show you, that you need to track your inventory. When you purchase something, you need to quickly record the cost, everything that you pay for, the tax, the shipping, everything. You need to record that. And the pound or the quantity of the raw material, you need to record that as well. And when the raw material goes into your finished product, you need to sit down at one point to calculate the unit cost of how much, how many quantity you produce, and the unit cost of that. That way you know how much you have in the inventory, and at the end of the year you count to see how much you have left. Thank you for watching. I'm Afiabio Junior Marine and Liberman, creators of Liberman Consulting L.L.C's YouTube channel and owners of Nina Soap. If you like this video, please will you please click on like and subscribe for more to come. Thank you.